All right, here to weigh in is ranking House Intelligence Member, GOP Congressman Devin Nunes. Congressman, we know that they want to investigate, but they also have spent this weekend recalibrating. Where do you think they're going to start, if they do in fact start? What portion of the Trump administration will they focus on?
Well, I'd say that old habits die hard. They've done nothing else for their entire time that they've controlled Congress. And don't forget, the Democrats on the Intelligence Committee started this right after Trump was elected. So that's going over 3 years. I'm not sure that they actually know how to do anything else. Because for all practical purposes, the Intelligence Committee in the House isn't really meeting. So my guess is they're going to start with John Bolton, maybe others. They may concoct a new hoax. I'm not sure that that the American people will believe it, but you can be sure of one thing: the mainstream media will support whatever it is the narrative is that they want to build.
Well, Congressman, the mainstream media up in arms over the fact that on Friday, the President of the United States ousted the Vindman twins from working at the National Security Office. Apparently, the NSC advisor, Robert O'Brien, is set to overhaul the NSC staff as early as next week. Ambassador Vindman is out, and people are saying, hey, this is just payback for them telling the truth. What do you say about that?
Well, it's a long time in coming. So I've been on Fox several times saying that the National Security Council, number one, needs to be downsized. They don't need hundreds of people. Number two, anyone that was there during the Obama administration should be immediately removed from the White House and put somewhere else. I don't care where they go, but just removed from the White House. Because look, we know that it's highly likely that many of the leaks that started at the very beginning of President Trump's administration came from the National Security Council. And that should be very concerning. And I've been saying this for a long time. And it's sad that it's taken a new National Security Advisor, O'Brien, to actually come in and start to clean this up. So I would just say, don't let the door hit you on the way out. Media shouldn't over-exaggerate. Nobody's lost their job. They're just going to be moved back to another position.
Well, you thought you had a little break. You enjoyed your weekend, I hope, but here we go again. What's your reaction to Joe Biden? And is this the end for him? Because he's not doing well. He didn't do well in Iowa. It doesn't look like he's going to do well in New Hampshire.
So I've actually said that for a long time, and I think I would even said this on Fox and Friends, that I didn't see Biden as a legitimate candidate. I saw him over a year ago. He just doesn't look like he has it in him. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just calling balls and strikes. I'm obviously not going to vote for the Democrat, but he just seems like he's just slipping a little bit. And you look yesterday, and this is, I think I heard you guys talk about this morning. He called a lady
lying,
like a lying
dog-faced pony soldier.
Yeah, I mean, if I said that, I mean, you guys would be, you'd have my head on a pike. I mean, you just can't say things like that if you're running for political office.
It's just weird. What does that even mean?
Yeah, now we're trying to find out what would prompt it.
Right. And I just don't think name calling to people who are your voters, probably not a good idea.
Well, he does tell people, just go vote for someone else. He said that a few times.
He's got a unique way of achieving the nomination.
It would be entertaining if he were on stage, though, with President Trump.
It would be,
Maybe.
but I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, he's going to be lucky to finish in fourth, I think, in New Hampshire.
Well, let's see what happens. We'll be there shortly. Devin Nunes, thank you very much for joining us from Statuary Hall.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me this morning.